Hello and welcome to FTL challenge time. Anyway, yes, I'm a fellow Let's Player, FTL Let's Player, was doing a challenge. I thought I could do better. Yep, pretty much that. The idea is, first of all, the YouTuber we're talking about is Oni Stuffs. He does a lot of FTL stuff too. Cool guy. Go watch him if you want to see, less weird stuff, more professional play, I guess. Anyway, yes, challenge. The idea is the artillery only challenge, meaning you can't use normal weapons or offensive drones. And I think that's where the limitation ends. So no weapons, no drones. You can use a teleporter, but you're relying on your artillery as your only method of doing all damage, as well as the anything else you can find, I guess. So you may notice that I'm sounding different. I don't know exactly how much different I will be sounding. That's because I'm playing this on my other computer, because I'm having issues on my big one to get Arsenal to shove off entirely. Meaning this is a completely fresh install of FTL, so no other mods are running alongside of me. Anyway, I did use an editor to unlock all ships because I don't really feel like going through the steps to unlocking the frigate today, which is the ship that I will be using. Going to unlock that normally, so I just unlocked every ship that I could get my grubby little hands on. Yeah, so basically your options are Osprey, Nissos, Frigate Sade, and apparently this one was not the way to go. Personally, I think it is. Reason for it being, you can use a teleporter. We have a teleporter. It also starts with a clone bay, which means we can pretty much willy-nilly do whatever we bloody hell want with our crew. As long as we keep that clone bay active, we shouldn't have a problem. And from his earlier runs, allegedly the Vindicator isn't fast enough to get through the flagship's super shield, because it only does 2 damage and needs to fire 4 or 5 times before it gets through. And it doesn't have the time. This flak artillery will hopefully be a little quicker at that. Either way, the idea is still just to board everything. So, whilst we do not get the luxury of having some weapons we can sell off straight away, we do have the luxury of getting pretty much every single system that we need to start things off with. Namely, the teleporter. Yeah, which I'll probably be relying on more than anything else. Furthermore, there's only room for one more system, if I recall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, I'm still a bit on the fence on what that other system is going to be. The jury is not out yet if it's going to be hacking or cloaking. Cloaking means missile defense, defense against the power surges. Hacking means, quick kills. We can lock down doors. We can do so much stuff with the potency of hacking. I mean, we can hack piloting, make sure our flak hits. We can suffocate enemy crew. We can lock down weapons and beat up on those weapons. So I'm still a little bit on the fence on whether I'm going to go cloaking or hacking. Probably hacking. I'm just going to try and get through it all. Remember, this is vanilla, so the flagship shouldn't be that much of a trouble. Anyway, the reason I'm talking on and on and on without actually getting the run started is that I'm going to probably cut it here because this isn't going to be easy, and I'd rather not do this intro every single bloody time I do a run over and over again. I'm not intended to make this a series and how many episodes does he need to beat this, because really I'm just trying to prove a point that the Fregatade or Fetsi might actually be the way to go. Anyway, I'm gonna put in a quick cut and I will see you in a little bit. Alright, take number 1. Rest assured that there will be a blooper reel if everything goes to shits. Alright, so we don't need weapons, which means putting you there is just stupid. Which means you're going into teleporter, you're going into teleporter. Alright, so the idea is we can only use artillery and our boarding party. Alright, so I'm kind of slightly burning out my retinas here because I'm using a different computer, as I've mentioned before. And that computer, hey, look, it's a mirror match or whatever you want to call that. We can win this. We are better than you. There we go. Alright, so yeah, the idea is get more crew in, and we don't need to worry about our weapons. Any weapon we get can get sold. Same with any very single drone we get. Alright, let's get the Mantis out of there, get him killed. As another friend of the channel would say, putting him in the airlock and spa resort. How nice of you to join us, artillery. We will need artillery for AI ships and whatnot, but and late game probably also for taking out medbays and whatnot, but for the time being, you know, we'll casually mosey on, shall we? So the idea is to make this one continuous recording, so no shenanigans can be had, but we'll see, right? Politely decline. We have no need for missiles, nor will we ever have that. Unless it's like, here, sell our missiles to you for scrap. See? How nice of you, game, to accommodate what I just said. Let's attack. Doesn't really matter where we go, we probably won't have the luxury to go break a system anyway. May as well pick one that already has a dude in it. Why are there always mantises on board, huh? Oh, well, what's the deal with that, huh? Ugh, my layout for this isn't all that amazing either. That can hit Cologne Bay, we should be fine. Yeah, that is, but just going for shields, that's a bit annoying. Luckily it missed. Our teleporter is almost good to go. Really, that's all they have left? Alright. There we go. No, they do have something else left. Why isn't it... Ugh, now I'm gonna get hit. Unless I send you here? Sweet. Alright, pilot man. And we'll send you too. Okay, now we bring you back out. We can basically keep doing this back and forth thing. Right, come on, let's go kill that final dude. Okay, go. Not. I mean, at some point we're gonna get hit by this. Either the shield bubble is not gonna come on in time or something else. But for now, this seems to be working quite well. And we're gonna keep it working well. Let's make sure we have some spare power in the reactor. There's no real point in keeping you here, but it's close to shields, so... Go. Alright. Back to the remains, contact the settlement. The pirate's gone, blah 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 blah. That's what I heard. That's what you heard as well, didn't you? Yeah, blah 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 blah. Go to get killed, go back to your seat. Let's get shields. Man, it's been a while since I came back to vanilla FTL. It's, well, I wouldn't say it's a strange place to be in, but knowing all the cool stuff we won't be able to see, it's gonna be quite a thing. Anyway, we got shields. Sure, will help. Alright, so this is where things get real. So to say. Manning artillery does nothing for us, so let's do this. Get our evasion up a little higher. I don't think this is gonna help us at all. Wow. Wow. That's not gonna happen anytime soon, never again. So you're just hoping that one volley of the flak artillery is gonna take out the super shields. It's a long shot. That's for damn sure, but you really don't like my engines, do you? Here you go. Help. You really don't like my engines. Okay, fudge the engines. Let's go. I know that was almost repaired, but we need to get in there and start punching people. I wonder if we're gonna fight another mantis. Oh, engine a human. Taking damage is unavoidable. Face it. Alright. We get our damage back at least. So yeah, we're not really going to be relying all too much on that artillery. But hey, at least we're not stuck waiting for it. It's a bit of a positive, I would say. No, you can stay there. We're not going to stay with Zoltan boarding either. That much should hopefully be clear. It works, yes, but we can do better. Alright, artillery, one of these days you'll prove your worth. And I guess you already have, taken down Super Shield. Disappointment! No, it was disappointing. Disappointing. Intervene to defend the outpost. Detecting moves and blah blah blah. You think I'm gonna just sit there and let you smash up my stuff? Hell no. Well, you still might, admittedly, but now you won't. We don't care that our crew dies. We're just glad that they will be able to take down the weapons entirely, because we do have the O2 masks. So, we're gonna have you smash up as much as we can before you all die. Hopefully the flak, at that point, will be ready to do its thing. We may need 2 shots here. Remember, it is flak, so inaccuracy will be a problem. But, still. So far, it's going alright. Let's see if we're gonna be able to kill this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If everything hits, it's dead. There we go. Alright, our next upgrade will be... could be artillery, or we could immediately go buy our final system. And I might just do that. Just immediately get hacking already. Intervene, continue. You cannot harm me, though, so this is only a matter of time. Unless you have a boarding drone, which I think I may have saw something fly out of the sides, but I might just be getting paranoid because I'm looking at a way too big screen. A television, to be exact. Anyway, yeah, let's just board. Board. Do you have a boarding drone to worry about? Nope, we have an anti-personnel drone to quote-unquote worry about. Well, let's turn you off. Artillery only. Let's turn off artillery. And now my TV is about to get shut down thanks to sleep mode. Oh my god. There we go. Good for another hour and a half or so. Didn't even get to check if you killed something there. Okay, come on. Who's next? A squishy human. And the Sultan can beat up on the machine again. What did he ever do to you, huh? Rage against the machine, which in this case is a anti-personnel drone. Not sure if we'll win this. We could. There we got him. With the crew dead, you quickly salvage what you can. Pompous bastards. I know, right? What gives them the right to be pompous? In any case, we also do not have our visual mods. I kept it as vanilla can be. So yeah, no limited time offer, no visual mods. Not that the visual mods would do anything, but that also means I don't have my extended pursuit indicator. A thing I've came to grow fond of, admittedly. I like that mod. I like that mod a whole lot. Anywho, let's get to it. We're here to punch, and punch we shall. Eat a missile or two while we're at it, and a rockman, huh? Well, we've beaten up on the Mantis a little bit already. We will take some missiles here. There's just little to no stones about it, or whatever you want to call it. But all in all... Ow, come on, really? That's all you got left? Well, alright. Go, Zoltan, go. At least, hopefully, prevent us from taking one missile hit. Yeah, I bet it will. Anywho. There we go. Well, we can keep that broken now. There's no need to repair it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But in this case, if it is broke, don't fix it either. You are that one. So you two go back to your teleportation platforms. We will bring you back. So far, didn't have much use for the artillery. We're cruising along nicely, though. Here, the nebula. Yeah, I think that might work. See, this is where it's just so wonderful to have the extended pursuit indicator. Yes. Wait, no. Attack. No. Attack. If we board, we may prevent them from doing the same. Yes, they're mantises, but... Oh, and also they boarded with the NG. Alright. Well, if we can get him killed, that would be great. Again, we're gonna take some hits. There's flak in the mix. Come on, kill the NG before he comes back. There we go. You have free reactor power. There we go. a bit unfortunate that I keep hitting my shields, but rather that than the clone bay, right? Cool. Demand demands to join your crew. Alright, got double Mantis boarding party. You guys need a trip to death. How much do we get per jump? 12. I mean, you'll be at 70, 81, yeah. Okay, you are pilot, you go there, you go there. Wait. You're the engines guy, so you go here. You get murderized. Alright, got a double Mantis boarding party, that's good. Took a gamble for some extra scrap, and did get it, so that's nifty. Could sell you 2 masks, but they will be handy against AI ships. Being able to break that much more systems is going to be pretty good for us, I would say. Let's see, so that's 30. Hacking is 80. Yeah, let's do that. I might not like the flak artillery or the Vindicator. God, I hate the Vindicator. But we're gonna have to rely on it. So glad I came here, my goodness. Alright, time to leave. First sector done without too many issues. Abandoned. And you're squishy, but we could get a Lanius. Boarding is gonna suck a little bit more, that is definitely true, but getting a double Lanius boarding party, I don't need to tell you that could be quite the good thing for us. 2 goods there, we will ignore them and we will instead go after your guys. That's a lot of dudes. I'm gonna send you to doors after we vented them. Not sure if this is gonna make it in time. That's why we got a extra crew in there. Okay, close that up. Close that up. In the meantime, we're beating up on some rebels. Good. Open wide. Do that. We'll open this one here. Again, missile is pretty much unavoidable, but I do appreciate you blowing your own crew to bits. Well, it's not your crew, it was probably one of those teleporters off-world. Okay, enemy might be dead. Might be another guy in there. There is. We shouldn't be having much troubles killing him. Now we're done. Good. Took some damage, but, you know. Okay, why don't you two go fix oxygen, close up shop. You guys need to die anyway. Clone Bay is capable of working. The Zoltan lives! It's a miracle. 1 health. That's all you need. Okay. got our store. Let's see if you can get hacking. Well, this could be handy. We'll keep the respirators. Do we want a slug pilot? Nah. Distress, and then we'll head to the store. If we get 80 scrap, that is. Otherwise, there's no real point. We can go here and there. I should really stop hitting this mic. It's in an uncomfortable position too, anyway. Okay, that's 80. Yeah, that's enough for hacking, which I do think is going to be the thing that I'm going to get. Again, if you're going to throw long-range scanners at my face. No. Oh, fire beam. Alright. Well, so be it. Anyway, we got hacking. Next store will probably repair. Attack. Yeah. If they don't hack shields, we're good. O2 is fine. If my crew dies, my crew dies. I'll be back. Alright, let's go kill some Laniuses. Hit them where they don't expect it. Because we have emergency respirators. Crew will still die, but so will theirs. I'm surprised it's like this evenly matched. That's all you need. Mantis and emergency respirators. Alright, we're just gonna send the one. Because we're probably gonna kill him off soon anyway. Strip up useful materials, and you don't even need to die because you still got plenty of health left. Blah blah blah, more yada yada. Let's get to boarding. Another missile launcher, but you know, those are a common sight. No anti-personnel drone, so I'm already content. See, I don't need much. Could hack the missile launcher, but yeah, actually, why not? Well, it's too late to stop one of them. Might fire more, so yeah, sure. We'll use hacking as our quote-unquote missile defense, I guess. I suppose we could go and beat up on that missile launcher. Not sure if we'll have the time to do it though. We can try. It's gonna take this thing offline first though, so this thing offline first, so all things considered, it didn't really do all too much for us. Although no. We're gonna stop. This is gonna probably be the last missile that we're gonna get, but just in time too. Go help there. We're gonna get you killed, but we want you to... Ooh, hello, look at you. Ah, yes, shields went down because we moved this whole 10 around. Because you know it makes sense. And for once, it actually does. So yeah, we're gonna be a little bit lenient with our hack use, I guess. You are engines, you are shields. Got a med bay, got a missile launcher. It's doable. But we're running low on hull. Let's see if there's any stores to be found. Playing this on normal, right? Yeah, normal, okay. We got ourselves in the ice ship. People, are we in danger? Not at all. Are we going to board? Not until he decides to run. Although we could go blow up shields and engines. I should probably power artillery. For some reason doing that seems like a good idea. Are you fully leveled? No. Can we get you fully leveled? Yes. We'll move you here. We can draw the power from this and put it into these two. Because that shield layer is never going out. Well, it's going to be another victory for Flak, hopefully. It's a few hits. I suppose we could break engine shields again, speed things up a little bit. Alright guys, let's get to it. I'm not bringing you back, because there's still more stuff to be smashed. A bit of luck, Flak will get the kill. There we go. Good job, team. Alright, so what do we need? What do we need? What do we need? We need power, yeah. Not yet, actually. Engines or higher hacking. Why not both? Can we get more power? We cannot. Let's do a challenge where you can use artillery and then not use artillery. The power of boarding, people. Never forget it. Alright. Let's see if we can do our little tipsy doodle that I've been thinking about. Ah, beautiful. We really don't want to turn this into a fight like this. We'll go back in once one of their members is down. Don't want them to get a brain and fix that missile launch, now do we? Well, the more experience you guys get, the more you'll have left when we finally do decide to butt out of here. You're gonna die again, yes, but... So yeah, we're probably gonna end up with all 4 shields, 8 engines, full hack, artillery, teleporter. We could use a secondary boarding party too. Anyway, so far so good. Besides being able to need some repairs. Intervene to defend, we'll board, of course. We'll get the artillery going too. No need for hacking. Let's see if you can break piloting. Not really for the artillery, but just in case it decides to run. Come on. Ah, you tried. Oh, you did get it. Your death. Thank you. I knew it could happen. I had it happen constantly when playing with stuff like the Troy Emperor. Rockman being able to break 1-level systems in their death struggle, or whatever you want to call that. It was annoying, but now I know at least it's a thing that I can do. Are we gonna try and get a super shield of our own? Going up against Zoltan is always a risk. Sure. Super shield would be nice. And I guess getting Envoy wouldn't be the worst either. So we're gonna upgrade artillery then. And hopefully we don't come across too many Zoltan ships. Well, this ain't a Zoltan ship, that's for damn sure. Are we in danger? Yes, of course we are. Why wouldn't we be in danger? Just look at this thing. You're definitely going in here. Get free reactor power so nothing wonky happens. Good. We'll at least be safe from this little beam drone. We'll hack weapons. Okay, deep power. Power. Get in there. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I can't let you do that. Are we gonna let the artillery fire? Yeah, I mean, why not? Sick. Alright, sorry about that. Recording seems to be still going on. Yeah, I'm a bit skeptical on if it's gonna hold out, but I might have to cut it into parts just to make sure that I don't lose too much stuff. Do we need to hack? Might as well. Just in case we lose our own. Alright, there goes your weapons. We are gonna get murdered here, that's for sure. Are we gonna send in the Zoltan? No, we will not, because we need them to keep our... Okay, why don't you go in there? We'll wait for you to... You go in. Okay. So how do we do this? You in. No, you in. No, wait. Okay, now we can do this. You go there. You go... Now we need to move you guys back to here. That's why it didn't work. I knew that. you sure showed that repair drone. Yeah, our pilot had to step in, but I'd rather do that than have our good old-fashioned rebel rigger capable of fixing its weapons. I'm gonna send you two to here, so I'm sure this doesn't go out when I kill you two. Zoltan power, it's the best. Or at least we hope it is. Power at Clone Bay, my soldiers. Wait for another one. Okay. Time to fly. Is everyone in their proper position? They should be. Yeah. Okay. Catch a glimpse of a strange signal coming from a space station before your sensor off unexpectedly. Sensor being jammed. Hostiles beam up your ship. You picked the wrong ship to mess with, boy. You might kill our entire crew, but we'll be back. We'll be back. Because we got a clone bay. Funny little thing. Anyway, we're not gonna let our Zoltan die. That would be stupid and irresponsible. He really wants that Zoltan dead, doesn't he? Like, oh, I can't win against you. I'm gonna go after that squishy Zoltan again. No. But alas, the Mantis was... Seriously? I was fairly sure I did the thing that I wanted to do, but apparently the thing didn't work as I hoped it would. Anyway, let's kill everybody off again. And by everybody, I mean the two Mantises. They're the only ones that really need to be at full health. No store, but a distress beacon. We'll help the Zoltan because I really don't want to go up against the super shields. Yes, we're in an asteroid and probably could have helped us a fair bit, but okay, there is a dude in there. Let's see if he can break your medbay. Didn't really want to hack yet, but a little in the way of choice. Okay, the moment those claws were going in there. Are we? If weapons go down right to left, we're gonna take this out, and only then that one, so... Looks like we're gonna eat a missile, boys. Hopefully just the one. Yeah, we're a little too late. I just hope the missile doesn't hit the clone bay. It didn't. It's gonna hit somewhere though. That should be all they're going to be capable of doing. Well, why were our shields completely down? Ion? Something. I don't know, we're taking quite a few hits here, but I'm like sort of hoping we'll be alright. Let's just send you and kill you off before you can fire another missile at us. Cool. Why don't you go fix oxygen too? Alright. Your health is fine, go in. We do get a store. I wonder what we'll do here. Buy an automated reloader, because actually it does work. We don't really care about that 10%. Basically would mean our flak fires every 18 seconds. Let's repair first. Having level 4 artillery gives us 20 seconds, but this would be indeed 18. Am I gonna get this? I don't think so. What augment would I be looking for rather than a reloader? Scrap arm could be good. Let's get the reloader. Right. You only have artillery, you may as well make it a little bit stronger, right? That is a long jump. Well, maybe it's because the window is freaking huge. Seriously, it's 1600 by 900. Ah, yeah, you can just set those settings in a any folder. Oh yeah, look, here it is. Manual resize. Digital 8720. Bam! 1600 by 900. Anywho, let's go fight some more. That's why we're here, right? That's what y'all came here for. Oh, look, it's a thing with a missile. Yay. Should probably power up oxygen. So anyway, that's like now 30, 27. Well, they'll only get one missile off, but we may not take out the entire Zoltan shield while we're at it, so keep that in mind as well. See, somebody still needs to pilot this thing, but then again, maybe not. Good. Get in. It's a flag gun. Hey, our first weapon. Are we jumping to more combat? Yes. So, you know the drill, peeps. You may not like it, but so yeah, Zoltan shields are definitely not our... Why do you keep going there? I'm pretty sure at this point I will have clicked that button at least once, but apparently not. So who knows what I'm talking about, right? Click. Just to be sure, right? Anyway, a few less missile launchers probably would go a long way, but, you know. Can't always get what you want, now can you? The answer was nope. No, you cannot. Anybody in there? Nope. Well, let's beat up on it. Sure as hell sounds like 2 people in there. Slug and a Zoltan sitting in shields, bashing the door to get into weapons. Okay, that could have gone better, but... Hey, look, it's a flag gun. Didn't have one of those yet. Oh, we'll sell them off. Upgrade engines. Maybe teleporter. We don't really have the crew to do a boarding party thing yet. We may just spend the money on more crew. I mean, think about it. Hack, teleport in. By the time they get through the doors, we can send in our second party. Potentially. I don't know how long the doors hold tight. So go here, 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 here. Which means we could yeah, there's nothing there anyway. There might be something there, there might not be something there, I don't really care. You're flying. One day I'll fly away, but today is not that day. Do we hack? Yeah, we'll hack here as well. We need artillery. %30 evasion, eh? Small bomb hit an empty room, may have caused a fire. I would like that small bomb to be gone. Just peace of mind, really. We'll leave that like that so he really doesn't turn on the small bomb again. Probably not gonna fly before the artillery fires again. It might kill it too. If not, we're sending the boarding party to deal with it with straight up blowing up ships through blowing up their systems. This looks like a kill to me. Another victory for the frigate today, or whatever. Alright, store. What you got? Another automated reloader. I'm gonna say those things generally are hard as hell to come by. I'm gonna get John. You can get rid of the emergency respirators for another automated reloader. Bringing us down to 16 if we get to level 4. You know what? I'm not going to. And I'll tell you why. If I get another reloader, people are gonna start complaining. Oh, you only... If I do succeed, of course. If I do succeed, oh, you only managed to do it on luck because, oh, you got 2 auto reloaders and it'll shield bypass. So I'm not gonna get it. It might be a smart choice, but I'm not gonna do it. And that means I got more scrap left to do other stuff, like repairing our hull a bit more. Anywho, we can get a battery, but right, you know, just. Do we want you? We can start using SEM for boarding too. Yeah. Right. You there, you there, you there. save, and we got our double boarding party, which means we're probably going to be upgrading our teleporter soon-ish too. How long has this been going? 50. Promise to help. Oh, you can't say no to that anymore. Alright, go fix. Maybe I'm just a bit spoiled by SMPK, where you can actually just fight a satellite. Where's that Captain's Edition? I don't know. Anyway, we're giving up a lot of our time by the fleet not really being on our butts yet, but so be it. We are safe here, so we'll do this. And let's go punch some engines in the face. Never did get the chance for the Zoltan Super Shields. People probably would have exploded if that also happened. My God, you're so gosh darn lucky, Blalo. That's not fair. Hey, Steve. We're gonna call you Steve, of course. Steven is such a boring name. There you go, Steve. He may or may not be from accounting. I'm not gonna pester him about it. Let's do abandoned again. We still got the emergency respirators. We're also running out of fuel. Fancy that. Here's hoping we get some, huh? That is an Artemis. And now it isn't. Well, it still is, but it's offline. I'm gonna need artillery again, aren't I? Artillery. Should be able to completely break weapons, though. Alright. Other team, get ready to go in there as well. Take down piloting. Should have gone for this one, actually. Oh well. Potato, potato, lemon aficionado. We're gonna keep the drone going because it's good evasion practice. Which means I probably should power engines some more. Give our little slug all the chances it needs in life to succeed in its job of being a pilot. Well, we had 1 damage. Could be worse. Our clone bay is gonna have its job cut out for it. Well, so far the frigate today is holding up nicely. Did I just blow up their drone with my flag? That is amazing. Not what we wanted to do, of course. Again, we wanted to have the drone around for evasion practice, but hey, you do what you can with what you have, right? Flag takes it away. teleporter. You are going to be in a teleporter. No, you are going to be in a teleporter. No, you are going to be in a teleporter. No. I'm going to stop now. Sigh of relief throughout the entire audience. Anyway, we didn't get fuel there, so things are becoming a little bit problematic. What's up with all the missile launchers nowadays? Huh? Is there really like been a sale on those and I just never got around to give my own luck in? I don't know. Anyway, we'll hack. Full board. We'll open up. Now we'll move in. Alright, team 2, get ready to assist. Didn't take the missile launcher offline, but honestly, who thought that would have been what we've taken out? We're just compromising here. Won't be able to prevent the next one from firing. Again, missiles don't miss. Alright. Who needs to get killed? You two. Did we get like 12? 16. That will bring you up to... not a lot. Neither is you. Alright. Time to open up another spa resort. It's either that or waiting for the medbay to do its thing, so may as well, right? Do we get a store? We do. We'll buy all the fuel that we can take. Sell the whole laser as well, and we'll probably upgrade a teleporter. Being able to get in there with 4 people before they break through our locked down doors is probably going to be a good idea for us. An acceptable venture to take, shall we say. What are you buying? Fuel. Ah. We can get a Lanius. Do we want a Lanius or do we want another Mantis? I think at this point I will take another Mantis. Ship crew. Goodbye, Steve. No, how can I get rid of Steve? I just can't. Steve, you know. You can't. Goodbye, Sen. Gotta keep Steve. Because he's a good guy. Anyway, and we'll get Einubnub. Leave us little for repairs, but does leave us with a double Mantis. Double Mantis boarding party. Ain't no party like a Mantis boarding party. It even works! It's amazing. Anyway, yeah. Alright. Next up, teleporter. Or shields or engines or potato, lemon aficionado. It's a thing of beauty. Probably would have been able to get a double, well, 2 Laniuses here, but, oh, you're gonna hack me, huh? Well, 2 can play at that. Can you get into that clone bay? You cannot. Let's go beat up on some weapons. If you can do 2 damage, which I think we will, we'll take that flag gun off the line, which is gonna be huge. Yep, there we go. Aw, did your clone bay go boom? Killed it. Well, they're slowly getting up there. So the only way out is through the store. Well, we're gonna need more fuel anyway. Seems like that's the one thing we constantly run out of. Don't ask me how we managed to pull it off constantly, but hey, look, you're boarding constantly, yet you still have 0 fuel. Congratulations, you are a loser. Anywho. We're gonna need 3 damage here, I think. So... yeah, we're gonna do that anyway. I mean, we have the hack available. We can discourage their crew from attacking ours by means of wizardry. Yes, you heard me. Wizardry. Wizardry. Or we can send in the next set of boarders and just kill them before that gun even gets a chance to fire. Right? Totally. Nailed it. To the wall. Anywho. It's a long wait, I'll give you that. Anyway, we can upgrade. Plop. I think plop. Alright, next up will be the defenses, for sure. This is mostly for peace of mind, as there isn't too much that can deal 3 system damage. The Hermes and the Glaive, I think, being the only ones. Ion damage doesn't matter because we can send him in. So the ion bomb is pretty much out. Okay, well, it looks like we're gonna get forced out. ASB allies. Well, thank you. I actually didn't want you to help, but whatever, right? Well, guys, you know the drill. Not the doors again. Oh my god. In lighter news, today we're expecting weather. Any weather. Alright, why don't you two go this way? Isn't this more exciting? Yeah, I thought you would be that dumb. Goodbye, missile launcher. Ah, I actually got some hull. Good, means I don't have to bother with the repairs there. Alright, ASB target locked, but we know we're gonna miss. Stop shooting, you can't hit it anymore. Don't ask me why they can't, but they can. They can. They're like idiots or something. Either way. I don't... Does the ESB stick around? I don't know if it does. is. Anyway, I'm gonna have to cut this here because my services are required elsewhere. I'll keep this thing going under the assumption that DSB will just stick around, and that'll be proof or something that I did not actually go offline and do stuff. So, for the time being, thank you guys for watching. Obviously, you're in the series, feel free to show support by commenting, liking, and or subbing if you haven't already. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye, everyone. Look, it's the Camtasia thingy. You never saw this before, did you? Anyway, yes, see you in a bit. Or next episode, whatever.